What have you learned about being an adaptive leader in the midst of this changing environment? And what are some of the things you've done?
Adaptive leadership is inevitable, and it is brought about by disruption.
The problem helped me to see inside the box instead of looking for other options.
For me, the greatest thing was to realize that we have potential already existing, and I don't have to follow the processes as I used to. I had to just support what was on the ground and accept to be led, as it were, so that we see the training going on, flexing and allowing shift in leadership and control.
What are some of the specific things that changed and how you adapted in the new circumstances?
All processes moved online. Even the training of trainers happened online. I'm so happy some of those lessons that we learned, you taught us, and now they are being taught by other trainers to other trainers. It's becoming easy because these things are accessible.
We had to get all those who were involved in training, bringing everybody to align with the changes and to accept the changes, to embrace the changes, and to be ready to go forward.
And then the interview panels were distributed throughout the whole country. We only formed a WhatsApp group, and we had minimums, expectations, and then we were able to create Zoom links for every panel, and the interviews were done online.
Instead of investing on transport, food, and other logistical expenses, we shift our budget to internet connectivity.
And we have seen that when they are raising support online, it's not as taxing as when they are traveling across town. And so they're able to do more appointments.
For me, the next was to see those countries that normally will not have capacity to train, but we just rose to the occasion and say, yeah, let's help the stage 1 countries. And the good thing is we involved the national team leaders of these countries to be part of this process. So there was collaboration at all levels.
So I think it is easy to collaborate across nations when we are doing these things online.
It just excites me that, capacity is being built, people are being trained, and they can be able to handle their own situation.
You've shared a lot of things, real benefits that have been very helpful. I'm guessing that there are also been some losses.
For us, is the students and the facilitators, those kind of fellowships even were like missed as a result of this virtual platform.
We are physical, we are social, we are relational. That is a big loss.
Although we see faces on the screen, but it's a different thing when you are touching or when you are laughing together, when you're having the teas together. We love to eat together and just share some of those jokes together. But on the virtual, we don't have that.
Some of the lessons may not perfectly communicated well by just a virtual platform. Some of the things has to be experienced.
Everyone has needed to adapt, take responsibility.
I have to battle with quality and letting go and allowing what is there, to accept what is there, the doable we do, and that which we can't do, dropping it. So it's like a learning process every other time. So we can't come to a point where we say, okay, we have arrived here. No, you adjust with whatever time is there. So for me, who likes processes and stability, I have to battle with that in my mind, but also to learn on the job, as it were.
What feedback do you have from the field in terms of these new staff as they have begun to integrate out into the regular ministry? how are they doing?
When they were assigned to the ministry, they do not face any problems or shortcomings.
They are taking on leadership roles in the new places where they have been sent, showing that the training helped them. I think NST is a leadership development training in addition to life change. They are willing to take new responsibilities.
Some of what we envision as we move forward in this journey together beyond, and we're looking to see national ministries network and work together in collaboration, where countries that have some resources can share them with others horizontally, rather than waiting for things to come from the top or from the center. As others consider making these kinds of adaptations and changes in approach, what kinds of recommendations would you make to them as they consider doing that?
The first thing I would recommend is to accept that good ideas don't always come from the top leadership, but good ideas can come from across. So we need to be ready to listen more and co-opt ideas of our team.
The first thing is agility and flexibility to look for other options.
We need to engage those who are very vital in building the momentum for change, so that once they get the mindset and the acceptance, then it's easier to move in that regard.
Other is willingness to collaborate with other teams who have more experience, more resource, tools, and skills, and etc.
We need to identify our resources. We need to identify those who have the capacity and those who can actually shift the leadership roles across. So for me, that has been one of the key things. Sometimes that resources we need is within us. So identify those resources, see who does what and who does it best, so that we don't have to reinvent, but use what we have to the best of our ability. Yeah. We should be ready to keep changing as time comes. It may not just be a fixed thing and we can't say we have arrived. No, be ready to experiment, be ready to fail, be ready to succeed. But the willingness just to risk it and see the benefits of the steps of faith that you can take.
Ahead and thinking ahead, I think, is a great thing to be able to adapt well in our environment. Yeah, disruptions demand that we become adaptive.